Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. We're going to be covering ETH as well on the smaller time frame, but for again the start of this video, going to go through the a bit more higher time frame structure from basically the highs of 31k. The idea before that though is just to take a look at some key levels. At this point again we are very close and hovering around the value area low of this whole range basically that we've had. Depends of course where you're going to be pulling this range from. The value area low is going to be shifting a bit. We have a previous daily here that is at the exact same spot as we had this value area low, which is definitely a key and interesting area. Daily opens a bit higher around 27.2 to 27.3 with a naked point of control, and also as well there's liquidity above here and then another naked point of control around 27.7k ish. I'm not quite sure however that this move downwards here is yet done, but we're going to be diving into that next. So overall the idea has been that we came down in 3 ABC, WXY, whatever you want to be labeling it, and then we've been consolidating since May 12th basically, so again almost 2 weeks. Let's check out the hourly time frame and see what we got here. So overall what we have had, this is going exactly basically what we were talking about on the last video, how we were predicting this to go to. 3 waves up here, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and now we are either creating a structure something like this, or just without this kind of 3-way structure. We would be looking for a structure like this where we are just again creating some kind of flat structure over here. This kind of starts to look like a potential 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5. It could be coming down a bit deeper. If you're looking at the extension targets that we have here, again the 1 to 1 would be right around these lows here. So again that is definitely a main target to me, taking out the liquidity below these lows for the early long buyers, and again swing failure pattern somewhere in here possibly later today. But again that is one of the key areas. Again we've already taken the profits on this trade, and I'm still having well, I think I got more than a half position still open for myself. But again, the previous video's plan was to take out this high here, but again we went through that with such force that it did not give us any kind of opportunity for any kind of shorts, and then we just consolidated a bit here, a bit higher around 27.4k, which fits more into this being a 5-wave here, looking for that wave 4 consolidation out here and looking for one more push higher, looking to take some liquidity up in here, create a divergence on smaller time frame, and then look for downwards. Again the setup that I showed you at the start here, which I deleted already, was very interesting and again very profitable. But yeah, next structure that I would be seeking is this low here. I got my alarms set for both this low being taken and this low, as you can see here. So those are the key areas for me. Overall I kind of like the idea that this would be some kind of a WXY or an ABC. I think WXY is more probable at this point, since the low here, or the retracement to take out that low, is not anywhere close to 90%. So again 90% would be all the way down here around 26k, which is not going to be anything I would be expecting, at least for here. So overall again 3 and then 5, creating an ABC structure over here. We would need potential some kind of extension here. Maybe this is still part of this smaller degree and we have still a 1 2 3 4 5 and then 1 2 3 4 5 to come, and that would be easily getting towards that 1 to 1, which is the main target here at this point. And let me color it properly for you so maybe you can actually see something. I've got quite a few different things going on here on the charts, but again yeah, this should be it. This is the one that I'm basically fixating on at this point, and we'll take a look at later if this is going to be playing out or not. But that's Bitcoin. Decent move here tonight morning. ETH a bit different since the highs. We came down in potential 5-wave. Maybe this is a wave 1, but well, don't care about that at this point. It could be a 1 2 1 2. I don't know how I'm really labeling this, even at this point. Could it be just a single diagonal here? It could. Some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I think that is the only option at this point if we want to have this as some kind of 1, 2. The only issue with this one is that this wave 2 has taken out so long. If we're comparing it to the higher degree potential wave 1 and 2, we can see that it has taken longer in time than the previous structure, higher degree structure. So again, it's not that probable. Therefore, I think this is something to do with some kind of three-way structure here instead. But again, this came down impulsively, and I'm not quite sure how I can be relating these two structures at this point. We just have to be waiting and for, well, basically new structures to be formed. In any case, from the lows that we had, we came up in 3. Again, this was clear. Then we came down in 3 and another one, 3. So at this point, again, the interesting areas for sure is some kind of channel in here. We never really took out any of the highs here or towards the channel, but again, we hit a pretty decent target here. Again, bearish targets. So overall, this looks pretty good as a finished structure. Whether it's part of this too or not, I don't know. But this structure coming down again looks like it is a 5-way structure. Unlike in Bitcoin, where I was thinking that this would be a structure like this. See here, where I'm thinking this. I kind of like the ETH having this already completed. It has the RSI cycle finishing here. It looks very decent, and now we could be on the way down. I have no shorts on ETH at this point. Originally, I was expecting one more high here to be made, because again, this looked like a potential 5-way, so we could have this as some kind of ABC, but at this point, again, it looks more like an ABC, like so. So I did not enter there, and I missed this move on ETH. But yeah, this definitely can be some kind of impulsive structure, maybe 1, 2, 1, 2 somewhere in here, and then some kind of 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 somewhere in here. Look for pullback. If we get to a reasonable retracement, we could be looking for that golden pocket, for example. If we get around here, resistance here, structural resistance, and then we can look for trade setups here. And that is the plan for ETH at this point. However, I don't think this move to the downside is yet finished. But again, I might be wrong, and you can just set alarms. I have not set alarms yet, as I don't know when this structure is, as I expect the structure coming down a bit more. One of the targets here would be this low for liquidity purposes, around 1790. And that is probably a good area to look for as a potential swing failure pattern. Look to reclaim the low here and then move up again. An area of interest for me, probably I'll just set an alarm here at the 0.5. I feel like it's going to go up a bit more. Of course, today's, I think it was the FOMC meeting minutes coming out today. So that's going to be, again, some kind of movements in the markets. So keep that in mind when you're trying to enter a trade. That is going to be moving the markets today quite rapidly at the end of the day, at least for me. But I think those are the things that I'm looking for both on ETH and Bitcoin. Let me know if you are disagreeing or if you have some other counts. And yeah, that's basically it. If you want to educate yourself more, check out the following advertisements. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Couple of advertisements here: Patreon Elliott Wave Basics course, weekly live streams and more Elliott Wave analysis. Udemy Elliott Wave Advanced course, including RSI, risk management, Elliott Wave strategies and time analysis, and candle trend capital, trade setups, education and community. Check us out if you're interested in learning more.